Hello, hello. Oh, baby! Thank you! And I beat Frank.
Oh my god!
I beat you, Frank.
He just a fucking mind.
Hit that shit.
Hello,
bitch.
everybody. This is a completely inappropriate podcast. Once again, I'm coming to you with Mr.
Frank.
And I am your host, Tony. The other host, Tony.
Yeah.
Because it's my show. I'm the host.
Yeah.
Frank's just here for fodder.
Mm-hmm.
Cannon fodder, mostly.
I'm here to sit here and look fat.
Yeah, normally there's eye candy, but we just have candy. It's more of our John candy than our eye candy. How you doing, Frank, man?
I'm
Okay.
okay.
All right. Well, this don't forget, guys, you can find us at completelyinappropriatepodcast@gmail.com with any comments, questions, concerns. If you want to tell us a pretty little story of your own that we can relay to the masses. Remember, you can find us at Completely Inap with 1P on Twitter, at CI Podcast on Instagram, at BitChute, YouTube. Yeah, wherever you find us, you found us. Leave us a 5-star review because those other stars don't work. Just trust us. We wouldn't lie to you. Show us some love because all we got is love for you. So what's new with you, Frank, man? How's your new weight loss journey going?
It is going. It's pretty chill because, the goal is 2 pounds a week. So
Right, but the problem is you began this Thanksgiving weekend. So how did that go for you? Were you able to get through it without overindulging too much?
Yeah, it happened. So then, I've been noticing my fucking testosterone going up, and with that, there's only one thing in a guy's mind when his testosterone is up, and
Working out.
Sure, and I have always found that to be a great fucking motivator. So I'm on the fucking treadmill, and I'm thinking about,
Well, you're increasing circulation to everything.
right, and I'm thinking about fucking vaginas, and I'm over here fucking
Just running towards the carrot on the string, huh?
I'm remembering these girls naked, and I'm like, you know what? I should just fucking run.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna fucking run. Fuck it.
Good idea. Wait, you tried to run though?
And then
with your girth?
And then I'm like, no, that's not the challenge. The challenge is, I'm like,
Stay steady.
For the next
Stay
30
steady.
day, challenge, I should do that instead of just 20 minutes on the treadmill. I should run 1 mile on the treadmill. Maybe by then I'll be able to run 3 miles. But
A mile's a lot too. A mile really is a lot. I'd start with just if you're gonna do it every day, start with half a mile for the week. Half a mile a day for the week,
increase it every week.
Yeah, increase by a quarter mile or a half mile. I mean, listen to your body.
Yeah.
You know what your knees can handle. Your recovery time is.
Oh, my knees.
How are your knees? Did you have any issues? Have you been having any issues?
They're still popping.
Well, what do you mean popping though?
They pop. I move
When
around.
you bend them or when you straighten them?
Yeah.
Or
Both actually.
Oh, both. Okay.
Because I'm on the fucking treadmill, just walking, and I'm hearing pop, pop,
Pop.
pop. I'm
Pop.
like, yeah.
Well, just be sure that your knee is landing over your ankle and you're not off to the side one way or the other.
Oh,
Oftentimes we favor a leg and we tend to bow one in or bow one out.
When was it? I think it was day 2. Because I was still sore from that weekend of setting up my fucking bed frame. And I fell to my side. And I was like, oh, fuck.
How'd you fall to your side?
Because of all this soreness on my fucking legs.
Oh,
and
you're just stiff.
And I'm like, fuck.
I don't miss those days. Well, yeah, you know what I do? Because it lets you know that you really worked your body. You gave it more than you should have probably. But it's also it becomes an addicting feeling after a while searching for that. I haven't been able to reach that, man. Nothing will ever beat the first time I ran 8 miles. It was a month after I started running in earnest. For those of you who have listened to the podcast before, I've said it before. When I first started running, I set the goal on my birthday to go from only ever being able to run 2 miles at most to trying to run 8 miles for my birthday. So within a month of my birthday. So When I ran that 8 miles initially, I came back. My heart was pounding. I felt like I was dying. My legs were shaking. Everything just fucking hurt so bad. But it was the most high I have ever gotten in my entire fucking life.
Yeah, runner's high.
Yeah, and it wasn't nearly as long as a mushroom high or an ecstasy high, but it sure as hell was every bit as intense and beautiful, man. It with none of the drawbacks and negative side effects, you know, feeling groggy and feeling like shit. The next day, like, you rehydrate, you rest, and you feel better. Unlike, you know, a night of binging cocaine where you feel that tenseness in your body, you get that kind of endorphin rush. But then by the end of it, it takes fucking 3-4 days to feel normal again.
Yeah.
So I recommend running.
Oh, and with the whole talking about cramps, not cramps. Well, I guess you do get cramps sometimes, but yeah, talking about soreness and everything. Rest. A good rest is equally important. Sleep your 8, sometimes 9 hours.
Shit, if you can get 12, good on you.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to get more than 5 at a time. I'll get at best 7 throughout the night, but that's minus waking up 2 or 3 times. I've got bad sleeping habits. I've tried to fix them, but nothing I do seems to let me sleep through the night. Do you have any issues sleeping?
I used to. Now with this new mattress, it's a memory foam, and it feels like I'm floating in the air, and like my back doesn't hurt at all.
Is that what you were putting? Oh, that's right. That's why you bought the new bed frame, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
you bought the new mattress.
And what happened? And yeah, I'm sleeping soundly. Like, it's fucking cool. I'm getting my full 8-9 hours.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah, like I wake up well rested, and it's good.
It's amazing what it does for your energy.
Serendipitous, because you know the at the same time I was told to get on a diet by 2 different ways, and and I'm doing this.
Yeah, and sleep is a huge contributor to that. Mm-hmm. Shit, we should have talked about all this. I'm gonna cut out this whole section and throw it in my other podcast that I'm doing, the fitness the Yo Garza podcast.
Oh yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, we gotta interview you for that one. But anyway, so this is the episode, what, after Thanksgiving? Is that what we're recording right now?
Yeah.
So we just had Black Friday go on. Did you hear anything about it? Just Black Friday itself?
Yeah.
Like, because we used to hear on the news and see the floods of people hoarding into Walmart. Are we seeing that anymore? I didn't follow the news this weekend at all.
Well, with the whole Rona situation, you wouldn't think, but I read someone's status on my Facebook, personal Facebook, that there were these people at Walmart that got into a fist fight over a Mandalorian monopoly.
It's Mandalorian, bro. Come on.
Well, the first thing that came to my mind was like, oh, it's a collector's thing, so they're probably both collectors.
I'm a little bummed out. I was watching episode 5, is it? There's 6 out, right? So I saw episode 5, but I fell asleep during watching it today, man. It was just such a very long holiday weekend for me.
Yeah.
Just I had 3 stops to make. I had my family's, my wife's family's, and then our friends giving. And so the first plate of the day, I was starving, man. And there's a trick. So I have a trick for Thanksgiving, just so you guys know. You can use this on Christmas as well. If you're lactose intolerant, you just have a big glass of milk and cookies the night before Thanksgiving or Christmas. By the time you wake up, you're cleaning yourself out, man, for the first hour and a half, just blowing up that restroom. But that gets done about 6 a.m. because if you're lactose, that shit hits you quick, right? So you empty out, then you're good to go, baby. You're good to go. So my first plate on Thanksgiving was like a little Mount Helen or whatever. It was just fucking so much food, and I wolfed it down before I think anybody else got to the table. Then we get to the second location, and like it's my family's, so it's all my favorite styles of the way that the same meals, but all prepared just a little bit different. And that plate was more reasonable. It was like a regular plate that you would get like if you went to a restaurant or something. We get to the third location less than 2 hours after finishing the last meal. And by that point, I have like a sliver of ham and a roll with like just a little bit of turkey stuffed in there. And I couldn't even get through that, man. I was hurting so bad. And I shit in between every meal. Like I tried to clean out, but man, there was just nothing I could do. There was nothing I could do. I wish I had some, I don't know. Maybe if I should have looked for a special occasion edible or something for the day just to help me keep my appetite. And But I didn't even want the food by that last meal, but you feel so obligated, even though the people know, like, they're okay. They're like, dude, we know you already had 2 meals. I can't believe you're eating more. I was like, well, I can't say no to your food, guys. It's so great, and just trying to be polite. And it's true. Nobody fucked up their meals this year. Like, every once in a while, you'll have a holiday where, like, people are just screwing up in little ways. Yeah. Screwing up in little ways. The turkey's too dry. The ham wasn't cooked long enough. The sides are too sweet, too salty, too this, that. Everything was on point this year.
Yeah, I was afraid that my turkey was fucking destroyed.
That's what I was going to get to. How did yours come out?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, because I saw it, right, and there were like these air bubbles, I guess.
Air bubbles in the turkey? Under the skin?
Yeah, under the skin.
Okay, that's normal. You got
boiling
oil going throughout the entire bird. What'd you expect?
And then I saw that some of the inside was black, and I looked through the hole. Right, I'm like, fuck, this thing's charred. So
you can't char it if it's submerged in a.
So I put it on on Twitter. I'm like, easily my worst fucking turkey.
No, you dry it out maybe once it comes, but even then, can you?
Oh shit!
Oh hey, we have a guest appearance today. Say hello.
Hi.
Hi, are we picking him up on mic?
I don't know. Are we?
Say hello.
Hello.
Oh yeah, I think you're there. So this is Andy, everybody. For those of you who were listening to that episode, it was Tony's yoga boyfriend,
something like that.
Yeah. This is Andy. He's calling me right in the middle of recording, even though I told him we do it on Saturdays. But how you doing, Andy? What are you up to?
Don't really want to know. I'm fangirling out.
Are you watching Vampire Diaries again?
I am.
That's fantastic. Love it, man. All right, well, we're not picking you up too well on the mic, so I'm not going to keep this going too long, but I'm happy we were able to catch you on here.
All right, buddy. Have fun.
All right, take it easy, bud. We'll check in with you later. Hey.
Yeah.
What are you doing for the next hour? You want to come in on the next recording?
Possibly. Just send me a text.
All right, we'll do.
I might be gone. I might not, but...
Oh, you're going to make time for us. All right, love you, bye. He's so embarrassed. He's embarrassed telling about his crush for me.
So yeah, I posted on Twitter. I'm like, easily my worst fucking turkey.
Come on, but how did it come out? Yeah.
But
what was the final result?
My sister hands me her plate, or my brother. No, yeah, I had to come for my brother because he had to go to sleep. So as soon as I start slicing it, the first cut, it starts coming apart. I'm like, oh no, this is fucking
Yeah, you see the juices come out of it while you sliced. It wasn't too dry?
No.
Yeah, it's hard. I guess it would be hard to dry out a bird if it's submerged in oil, like I said. But can you char? I wonder now. It must be hard to fuck up a fried turkey.
Yeah, you just dunk it in the oil and.
Yeah, you don't have to baste it.
Yeah.
What exactly is the work you do for that? Are you just season the shit out of the oil, right?
Well, you season the turkey.
The turkey directly, but then you don't throw like a shitload of salt or something in the oil to make sure it doesn't all just come off.
I mean, you could.
I don't know. I've never ever prepared I've seen it done, but I've never. When I was younger, I wasn't paying attention to what the fuck they were doing.
Well, maybe you can try it for Christmas.
I think I'm gonna try it. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I've got enough time to make a meal of our own here. Sure would be nice. But we usually do a big family thing for Christmas.
Yeah, so speaking of trying new things...
Wait, so we got off topic with the Black Friday shit. Yeah. So did you hear about any drama or anything this year? Okay, that's officially...
Yeah.
That's officially going on mute, sorry.
So there was that drama, right, but...
I didn't even mean to answer that when he called, by the way. I hit answer instead of end. I was like, oh, well, I guess he's on the podcast today. All right, so, yeah... What's this Black Friday bullshit?
Black Friday.
What'd you hear?
So then my father works for Walmart, and I'm surprised I didn't hear it from him. But yeah, I came to find out that Walmart announced their Black Friday PS5, Xbox special going on 9 Eastern, right?
What were they selling them for?
Shit, I forgot. I forgot. But yeah, they usually go for around like $500-$600, right?
Shit, I think they're more than that nowadays.
Oh, yeah, because now it's more computer than console. But anyways, so then people were having trouble buying these PlayStation 5s and their Xboxes.
Oh, Sonny Boy.
Yeah, even
No, Sonny Boy. They're selling these right now for $1,000.
Oh, is that
$998?
those-
Walmart has them for $440.
Yeah, see.
But that's the Destiny 2 PlayStation 4. That's $440. Yeah, you can't find them. It's ridiculous, man. You would think that they know exactly how much they could sell.
Yeah.
If they just spent 2-3 more months on production before they fucking mass distributed them, you wouldn't have this uproar. And it's not doing them any favors. It's not doing Sony any favors. Well, all it's doing is putting money in the pockets of these resellers.
Right.
And it's not giving PlayStation any more money.
Nope.
It's just causing a fucking uproar. But they're like, well, it's because of the limited edition. It's demand. It's like Nike's, right? The Nike model. You only give out so much, then the resale. It just makes people fiends for the classics. So then they could remake the classics, and then, we got those originals. Those are off the chain. Now we got to get the new one. Like, bitch, it's still a PlayStation. It still plays the same games. Get a PC, goddammit.
Yeah, so these people were having trouble. They were even having trouble buying them after putting it in their cart. Like, add cart, and then, go to checkout, and it was gone.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
It's your computer. If your computer processes it slower, there's nothing you can do about it. Same problem people have on eBay, you know? It says you got 10 seconds, you put in your last bid, you think you got it because the counter hits 0, but the other guys process that faster than your internet does.
Okay, well, that's what this whole thing reminded me of, because the uproar is that Walmart and GameStop are selling to bots. And I remember in the early 2000s, when my father used to buy used cars at auctions, that there was this program called Sniper something. I don't know. But it would snipe the bids. Like you place your bid, and then you turn on the program.
It would immediately bid
as
the next
soon as somebody
1 penny
bids,
more.
Yeah. And
I mean, but that's, like I said, it's not like it's a new thing. I'm surprised people are barely catching on to it now. I don't know why it would be a big thing for the PlayStation, other than, like I said, I mean, it doesn't do anything for Sony, so why would they give a shit, you know?
Right, as long as they get their money.
But like I was saying before, Nike has this same business model. Nike does that exact same, or buyers of Nikes. It's just a fanaticism for these items. You see the same thing with Coach purses and Dolce & Gabbana sunglasses and shit, limited edition crap that the celebrities are coming out with.
Mm-hmm.
They sell out like that, and most of the time it's to bots that are just buying 10, because you know, a lot of these places, when they have limited runs, they only allow you to purchase 1, 2, or maybe 3 per cart, you know, per checkout. So you got these people that set up these bot accounts just to do that exact same thing. You know, it's not like they do on eBay, because there's no checking in after a bid, right? But to get in first, and yeah, it's nothing new, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So what do you think about it, though? Do you think it's pretty? I mean, I say it's survival of the fittest. I think if you're willing to spend $1,000 on a video game system and you find a way to buy 10 of them, I'm like, well, good for you. You do you, boo-boo. I don't need that as much as you do, apparently.
Yeah, it's a way to make money. Like when I was in line to buy Endgame tickets.
And especially nowadays, dude. Who the fuck is spending $1,000 on a video game console? It's fucking 2020, middle of Corona, and these people, instead of donating their money, they have $1,000 to buy a video game system instead of helping out their community. Why don't you go buy fucking $1,000 worth of masks and donate it to your fucking local hospital? Like that level of just, I don't know, narcissism, where you need to have the best and the brand new fucking the newest Tesla, the newest game system, the newest clothes, this season's purse, not last season's. Even though last season's is marked off to, 25% of the cost it was.
Yeah, I always wait 2 years for these things. 2 years later, because some
the iPhone. I've always had the 2-year-old iPhone.
Yeah,
like whatever's out now, I've got the 2 series earlier, and my computer too, when I built it, I didn't buy the best of the best because the best of the best is just overpriced shit. Like, it's not worth as much as they're charging you. They're just charging you that because they can.
Yeah.
So I got the graphics card one tier down. And it works just as good today. People are astonished when they see my computer running fucking games. Like, yeah, bitch, that's what money does. What? Yeah, right. No, I'm. That was one of my favorite buys of building this PC. Because look, all the shit that we do with it today, it was worth it.
Yeah.
Just uploading these videos would take all goddamn day if I didn't have the CPU and processing power this does.
Well, my fucking tablet with fucking
How long does it take on your tablet to upload one of these videos?
about 20 minutes.
20. Well, that's not too bad,
Yeah.
but that's what that was before we were adding all the graphics to it and stuff. That's what slowed me down. I used to be able to get them up in like 5 minutes, but now I'm adding little graphics here and transitional effects and stuff, so that eats up a little time.
Yeah.
Good times though.
Yeah, so the other drama going on is that
Drama?
not
Not during the holidays. There's no drama during the holidays.
is that delivery drivers have been stealing
Oh, with the PlayStation.
yeah, the PlayStations and the
But
mostly the
again, this
PlayStations.
is a normal thing for the holidays. Last Christmas, I think I told you, I bought my wife like $300 worth of stuff from Jeffree Star,
right.
which is this makeup kit collection with a mirror, and it was gone. They said it was delivered, never fucking delivered. And then it happened a few more times where it would say delivered, but it wouldn't get, the item itself wouldn't get here till like the next day or something.
Yeah, that always happens with me.
Yeah, so you have to talk to your your United Postal Service people, because once I went in and said, hey, look, I already lost a $300 package once, and I chalked it up to what I thought was door theft. Somebody following the UPS, because there was somebody doing that one time, and we caught them. When they were coming up trying to get the package, I just opened the door and was like, can I help you? No, sir, wrong house. Yeah, damn right, wrong house. Yeah, he's lucky I didn't have my shotgun. Had I known somebody was walking up to my package, I would have grabbed the shotgun. I just happened to open the door as they were walking up while the package was there. What the fuck, dude? People are just brazen, man. They're batshit crazy. You know what I ended up doing? I think I talked about it on the podcast. I ended up putting a leg quarter of a deer meat, a deer leg. I had just processed it and made jerky out of it. So I packed that, and instead of packing peanuts, I used kitty litter into a box, and I taped it up, and I left it on my porch. They never took it. I was so depressed. I really wanted them to pick that fucking thing up. Just a dead carcass leg quarter of a deer surrounded with cat shit. It was.
Oh, they probably smelled it and was like, yeah.
It's possible, because I left it there for 48 hours. I gave it a good couple days, but nothing came of it. I'll do it again. I'll probably do it again this year, though, if anything gets stolen off my porch.
Oh, these delivery drivers.
Well, I haven't actually had anything delivered lately. And I think it's a subconscious thing, because that's where I think I got corona. It's the only thing. It's the only thing that I did different from the people around me was I was ordering a bunch of shit for my birthday. I ordered the heavy duty magnet I've got here for magnet fishing that I've never used.
Yeah.
And it sucks, dude, because right when I decided I wanted to use it, I don't know if they introduced this wild plant into our canal system to keep it from flooding or something. But if you drive across this bridge here, this canal is completely filled with like lily pad style plants, these rubber tree looking plants floating in the water. And it's covering the entire water now, the entire canal. It's really odd. So I can't drop my magnet in there because I'm worried I'm going to get it stuck in the marsh.
Yeah.
I guess not marsh, right? But the greenery.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. So these drivers are stealing packages.
Yeah,
like they always
up.
have. What's the big deal?
They're opening them up, right? And replacing it with
George
Foreman.
That's what you were
grills.
saying.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Yeah, and then they're retaping it and then
I
delivering
saw
it.
this. Well, see, are you sure that's actually happening and it's not just a stunt or like a YouTube prank or anything? Because I know there were some people doing unboxing videos and be like, "Hey, honey, I got you the PS5," and they would just like find the box, like an empty box that somebody else had, and fill it with a George Foreman, or like, there's this one person. Like, we got you the PS5, and they open the box, and it's a PS2 and a PS3 together, side by side. Like, it's the same thing. It's a PS5. You just add them up. So I know I've seen those prank videos, but I didn't realize that was actually happening. Like,
no, yeah, there's articles.
because that's just
on
an extra level to your theft. Like, why not just take the box, claim it's stolen?
Like one person actually caught the delivery driver in the act, much like you caught your theft person in the act.
How would they know though that it was? I guess just depending on where they ordered it from, they know the weight of it already.
Yeah,
it's not like these are marked packages.
Yeah, I guess when you scan it, it'll say fucking PS5 or whatever.
Yeah, like I understand ours because it'll say, because we ordered it directly from the manufacturer, from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, so it would have said that on the sticker. So that is a little more understand. That's why I thought that one was a porch thief. But as far as the PS5, you're ordering that from Walmart, Target, Amazon. How the fuck would you know is in there?
I don't know. You see GameStop, and then you
GameStop. Yeah, that makes sense. But the other ones, they're
I don't know. Maybe when you scan it, it says
PlayStation 5. I don't think it works that way.
Oh well,
it's an invasion of privacy. Because then what are they gonna say? Every time they scan a dildo, they're like, oh. They're not marked. They're not supposed to. They're not. They're usually in discreet packaging.
Yeah. I don't know. We should probably ask Rob. He used to work for the mail.
Fucking Rob. He called me the other day. What was he calling? Oh, because he got Rona. His roommate got Rona, and he was all worried about picking up groceries and whether the cops were actually monitoring him outside of his apartment or his house, because they're quarantined and they served us with papers so we can't leave. So are they gonna arrest me if I leave the door?
Oh, they should.
I was like, no, they're not going to. They're not even watching you. Nobody is ever gonna know. There wasn't any. Nobody came and checked up on us in the 2 weeks when I had it, and I was served with the papers. I would go out on the front porch just to get some sun and some fresh air occasionally, but that was the most outdoors I went. I just had everything delivered.
Right.
DoorDash is great.
Yeah.
Please sponsor us. I love you guys.
Somebody sponsor us.
Somebody save us and give us some money.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So what do you think of that? What? Oh, I guess you couldn't be a delivery man now, could you?
Well, I could. I actually applied for UPS. Never got a call. So I don't know.
Universally. Problematic servers. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just. So what's up, man? What else you got for us? So we got you. We've talked about this PlayStation bullshit. What else did you want to talk about?
Oh, what else?
Talk to me, baby.
Well, there's the ongoing drama about not ongoing drama, but the ongoing outrage of Rosario Dawson playing.
Oh yeah, have you kept up with the Mandalorian? Are you all caught up?
Yep.
I like to keep an episode behind, because that way, if we talk about anything on the podcast, I can cut you off from any of the recent spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
And we could just talk. We're always an episode behind, just to give people a grace period. That's my reasoning, because I fucking hate spoilers. I actually don't much enjoy talking about ongoing shows that are happening now, because the podcast I listen to, the second they start talking about something that I haven't seen, I shut it off until I've seen it. And it'll be like a week later by the time I finally get back to it, and then I'll re-listen to that episode. So I'm not a big fan of the spoilers, but this Tonto chick, or no, Tano?
Yeah.
Oh, not Tonto. That would be cultural appropriation. But isn't that the problem anyway?
Oh, that's the other thing, the cultural appropriation. I'll tell you in between episodes.
Well, I mean, first off, Jedis they're all samurai. The whole background is that there were Kurosawa films made in space.
Yeah, they're space samurais.
Yeah, space samurais, exactly. So it's all a whole cultural appropriation thing. Speaking of which, in that episode of Mandalorian, when they drop through the ice, the ship crash lands, gets shot down by the X-wings.
Yeah,
which are the rebels, right?
Yeah.
One of the flyers there, he is it fucked with my head, because the main one that asks him the questions, he is from Kim's Convenience. Have you ever seen that on Netflix?
Yeah, I saw that on YouTube.
And he has a heavy, thick Korean accent. And then he's speaking in perfect American English.
He's Canadian.
What the fuck? How is any of that not cultural appropriation? How come a born Canadian,
Korean Canadian.
a Korean, yeah? How does a Korean Canadian come and play an American space soldier? And
Well,
are they
they're not-
American?
they're not
Why are there
American
so
'cause
many
it's space.
fucking accents in space? What's with the different accents in space? I understand different languages, but shouldn't they all have like translators, like the earwig or whatever it was called in the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy? Not Guardians of the Galaxy. 42 is
42. What?
number of the world.
Number of the world.
Hitchhikers.
Yeah,
Guide to the
oh
Galaxy.
yeah.
The earwig, right? What was it called?
Yeah, the stupid earpiece or the fucking
The worm. It was like this little yellow bulbous thing that goes into your ear and it translates for you. Pretty fucking cool, man.
Yeah,
That exists now, apparently. All these apps on the phone. We've got good translator apps now. Translation
Yeah, I'm
apps.
like Google Translate. I'm like, no,
The
he's talking
Babel
about the
fish. They called it
actual
the
thing.
It's the Babel fish,
Okay, cool.
like the Tower of Babel.
Right. So, anyways, no, the outrage it's an ongoing outrage because of what I reported on about a year ago.
At Rosario
That-
Dawson.
Yeah, that there was a trans person accusing Rosario Dawson and her family of being transphobic.
Hold on, how? Based on what?
Because this person was working for them as a handyman.
Handyman
Yeah,
can.
and so then eventually they bought a guest house, I guess, and they had him living in the guest house rent free, and they were still paying him. For
How
being a
dare they?
handyman. Yeah, and so apparently the guy came.
Are you sure it
came
was a
out-
guy? Are you
Yeah.
okay? Don't
yeah.
misgender
The
now.
guy came out saying, "I'm transgender, female to male transgender."
Okay.
And yeah, exactly. Like, okay. But apparently they fucking lost their shit and they started abusing him and calling him all these slurs.
Really?
And that Rosario Dawson even got on top of him and started punching, like, no, you're a woman. And
I find that highly unlikely.
so what turns out is that recently.
I mean, we're talking about the woman whose favorite part of a movie she did was the donkey fucking scene. Like, she doesn't seem all that set back by sexual taboos,
yeah,
quote
she's
unquote.
an open LGBTQIA plus ally.
QIA?
QIA.
It's IA is in there now?
yeah.
What's IA?
Interspecies
and asexual?
Sure.
I'm not being funny.
No,
I'm really curious. Is that what the IA is for?
intersectional?
Intersectional. I'm
or
sorry.
intersexual?
I
Inter
legit
something.
care. I really do care. I know I like to lean into being inappropriate, but in all reality, I care to know about these things. I don't want to fucking be rude to people, I like being rude about people, but not towards anybody in particular.
Right.
We're
So
all
then-
pieces of shit.
So then the recent turnout is that one of the lawyers of the guy walked out of it after 18 of the 20 allegations were dropped.
Makes sense.
Okay. So then you drop 18 allegations
That
out
leaves
of the
two.
20. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that leaves 2. So then because everyone was saying, no, this is false because Rosario Dawson is a fucking open LGBT.
Well, she has enough character witnesses to
Yeah.
attest for, but so
So then the
What
guy
happened?
dropped 18.
you dropped the other two?
No, I think he's still
Ongoing.
pursuing it.
Still
but,
ongoing.
Yeah, but it hasn't been fucking proven. Like there's no settlement, right? But he can't prove that they were a fucking dick to him. It's essentially that's why he's suing, because they were a dick to him because of his difference.
For sexism.
Yeah,
Is it sexism? Because it's not necessarily his sexual preference. It's his sex.
yeah.
I don't know what you call that. I'm not immersed enough in this world.
I think it is sex. I
Oh well.
think
Anyway, so
so
what do you think? Is she going to come out of it unscathed? I mean, she is a female, so she has a better chance of it. If if it was Kevin Smith, on the other hand, we wouldn't be having this conversation. He'd
Right.
be locked up already and
Yeah.
canceled. But because it's a female
Mm-hmm.
of color as well,
Yeah.
I think she'll be fine.
I think she's good.
I think she'll be fine. What do you think? So let's go back to last week's discussion. What do you think is going to happen with the Amber Heard and Johnny case?
I think I heard that or read that
It's hard to believe that she's gonna keep her job.
I read that Johnny Depp went up to Warner Brothers and said that Amber Heard should be fired too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the petition there's a petition.
There's a lot of petitions.
Yeah,
it's
and
not
they're
just one.
skyrocketing.
Yeah,
by the
people
day.
really love Johnny Depp, man. Like, there's no... Come on, it's Johnny Depp. He's like a staple of America. Like, it would be... If it was proven true, all this shit, I think it would have broken the American public the same way Michael Jackson's allegations did. Like, there would be going to be people that are with him and against him just on principle, you know?
Yeah.
And then when the more facts come out, then it would just destroy his reputation altogether. But the fact that he came out of this one on top, you know, losing a job, really, he makes enough money off a single job that it doesn't fucking matter. Yeah. You know, he can do an indie movie and still make
He even said
enough to get him
he
through
was
the year.
going to take what's it called? A pay cut, you know, to be in more movies.
Sure.
Or just to be in movies in general.
Yeah.
Right.
Is he still... It seemed like he dropped off for a little bit. Like, he's one of those where he comes in and does 3-4 movies and then we miss him for a couple years.
Yeah.
He takes a year or two off all the time. Or maybe it just seems that way and he's actually always fucking working on shit. I don't know. Hollywood's weird, man.
Well, it's usually Tim Burton has a new movie, and the
Right?
first people he calls is
Johnny Depp and his ex-wife,
Yeah.
Helen Bonham Carter.
Yeah. So
Favorite actress, but I love... have you seen... She's on The Crown. I was... The new season of The Crown is out, and apparently Helen Bonham Carter is the sister or something of the Queen. I don't fucking know. I don't actually watch it. But my wife was watching it. I was like, is that Helen Bonham Carter? Where is her black eyeliner and her white makeup? I'm so confused. It was so weird seeing her gussied up and in a different role that wasn't just looking like she grew up and stayed forever in the Seattle fucking underground or something. She's always got that real grungy Tim Burton look.
yeah,
In real life too, like it's not you never saw her in like public candid shots where she didn't look exactly like one of her fucking characters.
yeah. If you want to,
I love Helen Bonham.
You want to see 20-year-old, 19-year-old Helen Bonham Carter?
Try saying that name one more time.
Helen Bonham Carter. No, it's because every time I say
That's
her
all
name,
right. You know what? We'll go with that.
I always say.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Baron Cohen.
Okay.
But what happened? No, yeah, you want to see her fucking young and about? Check out Hamlet with Mel Gibson. I was fucking blown away because I'm like,
Oh, it's Helena.
yeah, I'm like, who is that?
Oh,
I'm like,
wow.
Why does she seem familiar?
She's a stunner.
Yeah, and then
Woo.
I Googled.
I mean, she's a beautiful woman. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Even today, I love her look. I love her fashion. But as a younger lady, wow, very Hermione-esque.
Mhm.
That's holy crap. As soon as I said that, look, there's a split shot of her and Hermione at roughly the same age, and it's almost identical. That's hilarious. Wow, that's pretty good. Hermione. What's her fucking name?
I should know this.
Dude, she was my favorite for the longest time. I can't even.
I should know this. I should know this. I don't know.
It's gonna eat you alive now, right?
Yeah.
The
what
listeners
am I
are
saying?
like, you dumb motherfuckers. Now I can't even remember.
But yeah, what was I saying? I was saying that
Emma
if you
Watson,
wanna-
goddammit.
Emma Watson. There
Jesus,
you
that one was
go.
painful. That one hurt that I had to
Yeah.
look it up. Emma Watson.
So-
She got me as good. I was so enthralled with her the same way I was with. Oh no, I'm not gonna remember her name either. It was this actress from Pete and Pete growing up on Nickelodeon. Then she came out on that road trip movie. What? Euro Trip.
That's what I was thinking. Euro Trip. I don't know, the chick with the nose. Maybe
With
that's-
the nose,
yeah.
Michelle Trachtenberg. What do you mean with the nose?
There's this chick with the nose.
Well, I'm pretty sure all the chicks have noses, Frank, unless, there's an accident or a birth defect, which is fine and equally as beautiful.
No, there's this chick. She started in anyways.
With the nose.
Yeah, she
Just the nose.
Well, that's how I remember her. She's ginger and she has a nose.
Are you talking about the Sex and the City woman?
No, I'm talking about what was she?
That's funny. I call all these actresses girls, but then Sex and the City is a woman because when that came out, I was like, what, 15, and they were in their 20s already.
Yeah,
That's so crazy.
I think she was the
Life
Ice
moves on.
Princess. I'm picturing a Disney movie, but I don't remember.
Anne
what it's
Hathaway?
called. No. There's Anne Hathaway was a
Kristen-
princess, but there's
Cri-
chick like the
Belle?
Ice Princess or something.
Kristen Bell?
I don't know. No.
Why are we
not
playing this
Kristen Bell.
name game right now?
I don't know. I'll fucking show you a picture when I fucking get home because we're eating up time. Just fucking.
Yeah,
trying to
well,
remember.
fuck it. I guess we're done here. So this has been the Completely Inappropriate Podcast. That episode, I went absolutely fucking nowhere. Talked a little bit about our Thanksgiving, a little bit about the Hollywood bullshittery continuing to go on. I guess before we hop off that, so do you think Rosario's going to end up losing the job, or is she going to
No.
stick with that? What's the character's name again?
Ahsoka Tano.
Is this the one with the weird like growth side of the head with the rings on it in the Clone Wars?
Not. Well, I guess you can call them. They're more like stripes.
She's
but
an alien, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the stripes. What did I call them? Rings?
Rings.
Well, yeah, tattooed rings is what I mean, colored, yeah.
Yeah.
What did you call them? Stripes. Stripes, yeah. the
Yeah.
stripes. Okay. That's interesting. Is it so that's going to be a live action or is it going to be animated?
There's speculation that it's gonna lead to a spin-off. Ahsoka Tano
Oh,
spin-off.
you know what? Before we hop off, since it's in the same vein of all this conversation, have you heard about the Anne Hathaway problem with that show Witches, the movie Witches on Netflix?
That
I think it was Netflix. No, it wasn't Netflix. It's something else.
HBO Max.
HBO Max.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, the original was done with. Fuck, what was her name? She played the Addams Family Morticia. Phenomenal actress.
Hudson Houston.
Whoop.
Hudson Houston. Angelica Houston.
Angelica Houston. Yeah, so she played the original, in the original movie, she played that character. But I don't remember if her hand was misshapen, but apparently in the book, that's the whole point, is that it's an ableist issue. Because you have this woman playing a witch with a disfigurement of her hand.
Mm-hmm.
And the argument with that one is, well, Anne Hathaway doesn't actually have a disfigurement of the hand.
Oh my God.
That is ableist. You know, you should hire there are plenty of actors out there with limb issues that could have played that role.
These people
And like, right,
forget.
but they also don't have the star power that pulls in the viewership.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's more to it than just finding the right look for the right role. They also have to be decent fucking actors.
Yeah.
And it sure as fuck helps for these box office. And there's no box office anymore. Nobody's going to the movie theaters. So this is all based on viewership. Who are you going to most likely get your mom? Like, Mom, I just saw this great movie. It has this brand new actress in it you've never heard of. Or, Mom, I just saw this great movie. And you know that girl that played the Princess Diaries that you took me to watch when we were 12? She's in it. Fuck yeah, that's the one she's going to go to. It's just star power. That's all it is. Now, I understand the argument for, like, you don't get a white dude to play a Native American. You don't get a Mexican to play an Asian dude. And you don't get a white guy to play anybody, apparently. Nowadays, I don't fucking know. A samurai. But apparently you can if you're Tom Cruise or fucking...
The other
well,
guy.
always go with Keanu Reeves because he's at least part Asian.
Yeah.
That one actually... I don't know if he's part Japanese
He's
for him to
Korean
be a
and
samurai. But,
Lebanese.
yeah, so how does he play a samurai if samurais were Japanese? That's just as bad.
Because of
You know?
the
But we're
eyes.
okay with it because star power.
Mhm.
But they were men 10 years ago, so they were okay. They got through it. So fuck it all, man. Fuck Halloween. Fuck Halloween. Fuck holidays. Fuck Hollywood. Motherfuckers, this has been the Completely Inappropriate Podcast. I have been Tony along with Mr.
Frank.
And we love you so much, people. Remember to find us at completelyinappropriatepodcast@gmail.com for any comments, questions, concerns. Leave us a 5-star review wherever you can. Don't try the other stars. Don't waste your time. They do not work. Trust us. We don't lie to you because we love you. We love you so much. We just want you to show us love back. Leave those comments, people. Remember, Completely Inap with 1P on Twitter, CI Podcast on Instagram, and find us at BitChute, YouTube, or wherever you find us, you have found us. Frank, what do we tell the lovely people? Find you happy, try to be better today than you were yesterday. Much love. Frank? Say goodbye, Frank.
Bye, Frank.